Hey, have you ever bought something that you wish you hadn't bought and it cost a lot of money and you're like, why did I buy this and what was I thinking? Well, today I'm going to share with you some of the luxury items that I regret buying and why and what I bought instead. If that's something you're interested in, then keep watching. So some of these things are like an ex-boyfriend. Like when you first start going out, it's all wonderful and lovely. And then as you get to know them, you just start looking at the flaws and they just start getting on your freaking nerves and you just have to get rid of them. That's what happened with these things. This first item, I coveted for so long. All of the luxury influencers had a pair of these, and so I thought they were just wonderful. It was the Chanel Lambskin espadrilles in the all black. I bought these from Neiman Marcus. They were so soft. The leather was just wonderful. I bought a bigger size than I usually buy because all the information that I gathered said size up. So I bought these in a 40 and I usually wear a 39. They fit okay and I couldn't believe I got my hands on a pair. The first time I wore them and I was like, okay, I know I have to break them in, so I'm gonna wear them to the mall. So I put them on, I walked around the mall, and after about an hour, both of my feet cramped up so bad that I could barely walk. Now, mind you, these are very flat shoes, okay? And so, I mean, I have flat shoes. I have flat sandals. I have some flat sneakers. So I'm like, and I don't have a pair of espadrilles. So these were my first pair of espadrilles. So I'm like, what could be the difference? There's no arch support. So I'm walking around the mall. My feet are cramping up. Have you ever had both of your feet cramp up at the freaking same time? So it's pretty impossible to walk. So I had to like hobble my way back to my car. As soon as I got to my car, I threw them shoes in the trunk and I never put them back on again. And I think this is a perfect example of to thine own self be true. I am not an espadrille girl. Like, I don't own any espadrilles. They're not comfortable for me. I feel like my feet were all cramped up in the top of my shoe. And there's no arch support. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm not a flat espadrille shoe type of girl. So I ended up selling them. Got a little bit of my money back. But yeah, just didn't work out for me. And this next item, it was beautiful. I loved it for the time that I had it, but there were just some things about it that I just couldn't get over. So it was the Louis Vuitton Keep Off 55 in Damier Ebene. So at the time that I bought this, I was trying to decide between two sizes. So I was trying to decide between the 45 and the 55. I love the Damier Ebene print, but I just wasn't sure about the sizing. So I was thinking, like Texas, bigger is better. But bigger was not better. It was like, red pill, blue pill. And I chose the wrong pill, unfortunately. This bag was going to be a travel bag for me, whether it was like airplane travel or car travel because I'm going to a local spot. I'm only 5 feet. And this bag was almost bigger than I am. And so when I traveled with this bag, I found myself making my boyfriend carry it through the airport. I'm the one that wants to look cute walking through the airport with my little Louis Vuitton luggage. And so the fact that he had to carry it defeats that whole purpose, right? It was just really heavy. It was cumbersome. I couldn't figure out how to carry it. That made it comfortable for me. When I carried it crossbody, it was just too heavy. When I carried it on one shoulder, it was too long. And so the size just did not work for me. I remember like when I bought it, I tried on the 45, I tried on the 55. The 45, I was like, this is too small. It doesn't fit enough. The 55, I could fit more in it. but I didn't factor in my height. I was just thinking about all of the things that I could put inside of the 55 and not the physics of it, right? And so finally I just got fed up with it, and it just got on my nerves, it being so cumbersome and just so heavy to carry through the airport and wherever I was traveling. So I ended up selling it actually for a good price. I got most of my money back for what I paid for it. And I ended up buying the 45 size in the monogram graphite color. And I'm so happy with it. I love it. It's the perfect size. It's not too heavy. And it's good for airport travel. It's good for regular like travel if you're going somewhere locally in the car. It looks cute on me. I don't have to have my boyfriend carry it around anymore. I can just carry it and look cute. And I love it. So this next item is a situation where I was deciding between two different colors. And the color that I bought is a color that I wish I hadn't bought. So it is the Louis Vuitton Shine Shawl in the color Greige. So this was my first Louis Vuitton shawl, and it was beautiful. I remember being in a store just enraptured by the color. On one side, it was beige with the silver LV monogram, and on the other side, it was silver with the beige LV monogram. It just complemented my skin tone perfectly. So I was deciding between that one and then the denim shawl. I like the denim too. It was silver and blue, but I went with the Greige color just because it looked better on me and not a lot of people had it. But in hindsight, I wish I had bought the denim. So the reasons why the Greige color or the beige color didn't work out for me was because I was so scared to wear it all the time. I mean, I did wear it, but because of the light color, it showed wear and tear and dirt and makeup so easily that I just didn't reach for it. I would reach for other scarves instead. So it was a beautiful scarf, but I decided to sell it and ended up buying the denim one instead, which I absolutely love because it's a darker color. It doesn't show the wear and tear as much. I'm not, you know, afraid to wear it and messing it up. So I wish I would have bought the denim one instead in the first place. So this next item, when I first bought it, I used it all the time. And then it started to become obsolete because of the purpose that I was using it for. It was the Louis Vuitton Pocket Agenda in the graphite ebene color. So when I bought it, I imagined myself using it as just like a little agenda that I could put in my purse and either use it as an agenda or use it as like, you know, put a little notebook in it and use it as something that I could take notes in. But really what I started using it as was a checkbook cover. And then checks became kind of obsolete, like who uses checks anymore? And I stopped having a use for it because I wasn't using it as an agenda. I guess I regret buying it because that is kind of an expensive checkbook cover, okay? I mean, in the scheme of things, I mean, it wasn't a lot of money. Maybe it was like two something. But as a checkbook cover, it is kind of pricey, right? So I guess, I guess I regret buying it. You know, I should have just bought like a little $5 or $10 checkbook cover instead of trying to be all fancy and get a Louis Vuitton one. So I couldn't figure out what else I could use it for. And I ended up selling it. And a couple years ago, I bought a Louis Vuitton desk agenda, which I use all the time, and I think maybe I'll do a review on because I love it so much. And this next item I probably only used one time. It was the Gucci zippy card holder in the Blooms print. And I think this particular Blooms print was a limited edition. I was drawn to it because I love the color, I love the artistry. I just wanted to own something in this print, so I decided to get a card holder. Now, you know, I thought it was beautiful, but for some reason, the red color around the wallet just annoyed me. Even though I'm wearing red in this video, I'm not really like a red person. And so I felt like the red on the card holder cheapened it, or, I mean, it just wasn't my vibe. So I rarely reached for it. It was red also on the inside, and all of the compartments were card holders. So you could either put like cards in it, or you could put, you know, maybe some cash in it, but it doesn't hold coins. It doesn't hold much else, and I just found myself not using it. I decided to sell it, and I don't regret selling it. Like, if I still had it, it would still just be sitting in my drawer, not getting used. And because I was so drawn to the artistry, I ended up buying the Gucci slides in the Tion print, which I wear all the time in the summer. Even though they're different from the Blooms print, they still kind of have that artistic kind of painting look to it. And so I've been really enjoying my slides, even though they're, you know, they're kind of outdated a little bit. They're very comfortable. They're very pretty. They go with everything. So I feel like in the slides, I'm getting my money's worth. Those are a few items that I regret purchasing. If you have any regrets, please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, just to let me know that I'm not the only dum-dum that has bought something and wasted my money. If you enjoyed this video, I have another video that I've done about luxury handbags that I regret buying that you can click here and watch next.